Hey guys, so today I will be testing out the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-hour foundation. It says it has a demi-matte finish, air light, and oil-free. Yeah, 24 hours. We'll see about that. So, what I want to do today is do a true 24-hour review. So, that being said, I am going to show you guys how this applies, give you my first impressions, and I'll do the rest of my makeup. I have it's kind of like a, I know this sounds really lame for most of you, but it's going to be kind of like an Instagram selfie sesh. So I'll do my makeup and I'll probably end up removing my eye makeup afterwards, but I'll try really hard to kind of avoid this area and not take the foundation off, if that makes any sense. Then I'm gonna sleep in it and I'll be back and check in and see how it goes. I've never done this before, so we'll kind of see. I'm gonna have to try to sleep on my back so I'm not rubbing, you know. I kind of want to see how it lasts truly for 24 hours, but of course I don't want to rub my face all over my pillow. So that is the plan. Does that sound good? We'll see. So anyways, this foundation is fairly new. I have seen a ton of reviews out there. I haven't watched them, but I've seen them coming out. One of my friends loves this. My skin is very dry. Well, I have to say, I have been getting some oil, in my T-zone right here. And then when it first started happening, I was like, this isn't oil. This isn't oil. I've never had oil on my face. Something's happening. I'm really sweaty. Maybe I'm getting sick. Because I've been super bone dry my whole entire life. So super weird. I'm sure it's just what happens when you get old. But anyways, so maybe I'm combination. This is new to me. We will find out. But yeah, so I kind of want to see how it holds up in those areas and how it feels in my really dry areas, which are kind of picky with the types of foundations that it likes. So let's get into this without further ado. Yeah, so did I show you the packaging? So it seems, it's on the thicker side, but it's not too thick. It's not really super creamy. So I think I'm going to apply this with a beauty blender. Yeah, let's do that. But you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't washed my face in a few hours, so I'm just going to use really quickly the, I was sitting right here, the simple Micellar cleansing water. And I've talked to you guys about this before if you aren't new to my channel. I've shared it on a favorites video. This is just going to kind of remove any stuff that has built up so far throughout the day. What time is it? I should probably look. I'll let you guys know in just a minute so we can time this 24-hour shit. And I'm going to put a little Ultra Repair Cream on by First Aid Beauty. Love this stuff. Sorry, I don't really have a mirror, so am I even getting this on my face? I don't know. Okay, so we are done. And I thought about it, and I'm going to skip the primer today. Just because I don't know, I've never worn a primer for 24 hours, and I don't know if it will affect the integrity of the foundation after that long of a period of time, so we're just going to skip it. So yeah, let's just do this. I kind of spread it out on the back of my hand, and I'm just picking it up with the flatter side of the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. And we're going to start stippling this on my face. The color's pretty good. Which color did I get, by the way? I got Classic Ivory. I feel like it was almost the lightest one. It's the one that's really fair, but it doesn't have a lot of pink in it, which is really nice because I am pretty neutral. So I can't do too much yellow and I can't do too much pink. Too much pink is worse on me than too much yellow. But, yeah, anyways. Seems like it's going on pretty nicely. Well, I look kind of like a ghosty ghost with this lighting. I'm definitely going to have to add some bronzer and stuff. I'm noticing with one layer Let me bring this closer. It's covering pretty well, but sorry, my mirror's getting in the way. I'm still seeing some of like the redness and stuff showing through, which is kind of a bummer. And FYI, right now my holy grail is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So it's hard to do your makeup around your mouth when you're talking. So that's kind of going to be the one that I'm comparing it to. Of course, this is much cheaper. Not really if you get a pro discount like I do, but for most of you guys, this is going to be much cheaper. You can find it at the drugstore. Really affordable, under $10, I believe. But of course, all drugstores are really different. I got mine at CVS. I feel like it was like $9. I'm not exactly sure because I got a bunch of stuff and I wasn't really paying too much attention to the price, but drugstores vary. I would say if you are looking into this, Walmart is almost always the cheapest. I'm looking at it closely and right now I'm not super impressed. The coverage is decent. The colors look super scary. Okay, my white balance is on auto and it's making me look really crazy blue. I'm gonna change that. Okay, that's a little better. I don't look like I'm dead. Well, I kind of do. It looks a little bit dry. It looks like it's clinging a little bit. This mirror is huge. Let me get a different one so I can put it closer to my face and not cover the frame. It looks like it's clung to dry patches that I have like right here around my brows, around my nose. It looks a little bit cakey on my chin right here. Yeah, and under the eyes it looks pretty dry. So, not super impressed right now, but we'll see how it goes after I add, you know, the rest of my makeup to my face. It might not be an issue then after I add, you know, concealer and all those things like that. So we will see. Plus, if it's something that really does hold up forever, I can deal with it not looking super perfect really close up. From afar, like I feel like on camera it looks pretty good, but when you get close it's a little... Here, I'm going to zoom you in like I did in the last foundation review, and I'm going to turn the lights down so you guys can actually see the texture of my skin. I know right now it's probably looking pretty nice. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys can see a little bit better. You can see some of the redness coming through. I'm not going to do 2 layers because I'm going to put concealer here anyway, and I don't want to have 16 layers of product on my face, especially if I'm going to be wearing it overnight. So yeah, it's kind of clinging. Let me zoom you in closer to my eye. So you can see my eye area looks pretty dry with the foundation up there. So that's not very flattering at all. And then it's kind of clinging to areas around here and looking a little heavy, even though I used the Beauty Blender, and that really helps that sort of situation and that kind of a problem. So yeah, so far it's okay. Okay, so I just grabbed my tablet and right now it's 3:57. You guys see that? So I'll wear this until 4 o'clock tomorrow. I'll check back in tonight, of course, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and do all the stuff that I have to do today, and then I'll probably check back in, I don't know, probably like 9 or 10 o'clock, something like that. By then I'll probably have taken my eye makeup off, which is going to be kind of tricky. See how that goes, but we'll see. We'll see how this kind of a review goes, because I've always kind of wanted to test out like the full amount of hours that it tells you. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, no more blabbing on and on and on. I'll see you guys in a while. Hey guys, sorry, I'm just standing in my kitchen. This is where I've moved my light and camera to during the day. Let's see, what time is it? It is about 11:10. So you can see here. So I believe when I finished applying this it was 4. So what is that? 7 hours? Yeah. So yeah, I've been wearing the foundation for about 7 hours. It's kind of generally how long I wear foundation for. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to take my glasses off. You can't see anything now, but I know that glare was kind of bugging me. So, my thoughts on it so far is that the more the day moved along, the more uncomfortable the foundation felt. It feels really dry around my eyes, it feels dry around my mouth, and it feels like tight on my forehead, even though I can start to see it kind of beating up a little bit and almost like starting to break apart in the areas that I do get a little bit of oil. It still feels dry, so not loving how it feels. It looks decent, and I say decent and I feel like that's being a little bit nicer than I should be. It looks kind of chunky. It looks really drying. You know, from afar it's fine. Like if I was at a wedding reception or something, it was dark and that sort of thing, it would be fine. It seems to be holding up as far as like my blush and my contour and everything are still in place. It just looks a little bit, the texture isn't very smooth. So yeah, I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can kind of see a little bit what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can pick up some of that. Come on in. Okay, so I'm just going to do kind of section by section. Let's see, can you guys see my pores? Let me make sure I'm in focus. My pores aren't very large, but they're pretty exaggerated with this foundation. I turned the lights down, so hopefully you guys can get a real sense of what my skin looks like. So you can see the texture, it's starting to kind of beat up and break apart, not too badly, but it's not very smooth. And it's only been 7 hours. That's not an extremely long time to wear a foundation. So I don't know about this whole 24-hour sitch. So yeah, I cannot wait to take this off, let me tell you. Oh, and I wanted to check back in earlier after I applied my makeup, but I didn't. I wanted to let you guys know that I was a little bit light-handed with the powder and setting, as well as the concealer, because I really wanted to see how the foundation itself sort of worked, you know, and broke down without adding tons of additional products to it. I mean, I did apply, you know, a cream contour and a powder contour and blush and stuff like that, but I took it really easy on the concealing and highlighting side of things. So just so you know, in those areas, it's mostly foundation. There is a little bit of concealer there. Yeah, just in case you're curious about the makeup that I applied on top of this. Oh, my eye. I did remove my eye makeup. I had like crazy purple glittery stuff going on my eyes. I'll insert a picture here just so you know. And it took me like 10 minutes to like carefully remove it so I didn't get, you know, glitter or eyeshadow or remove the eye makeup all around in this area. So that is how that went, because there's no way I'm sleeping in glitter. No way. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go to sleep. I mean, we all kind of know where this is gonna go, right? So, I'll see you in the morning. As you can see, it's really broken down on my chin area. Looks like kind of gunky, and then you can see my redness and some pimples showing through. That's my chin area. And then here's my forehead and in between my brows. And this is another area that really broke down. You can see on my nose as well. Excuse my like old eye makeup from last night. It's pretty much entirely worn off on my nose. On my cheeks you can see like skin peeking through. It's kind of like worn off in patches, so it hasn't really worn off very gracefully in my opinion. Alright guys, so we made it. It is now 3:34. We're just about a half hour shy of 24 hours, but I honestly couldn't wait anymore. When, you know, this morning when I woke up, which is like embarrassingly late. I went to bed really late. I started watching more reviews on this foundation. My friend Stephanie from Little Lady Lowry has one and she loved it. So many people were raving about it. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. It did not work out for me whatsoever. It doesn't feel comfortable. It feels fairly light, but a little bit too drying. That's where the sort of discomfort comes from. And my skin wasn't even like particularly dry that day. Granted, remember, I didn't wear a primer, and I don't want to have to repeat myself a million times in this video because I hate when these reviews are super repetitive. So if you remember that from earlier, I didn't use a primer, so maybe that would help. But I feel like for the purpose of these reviews, I kind of want to test it out without the added training wheels that you can, you know, use to make something work out for you. So I'll probably try it again and give it another go, and maybe I'll let you guys know in like my, let's see, April favorites or something like that if it did work out. So be on the lookout for that. But so far I'm really not happy with it. The coverage was pretty decent, but up close, I mean, even like from this distance in real life, not in camera, that kind of blurs things, but it wasn't pretty, you know. My pores looked large and they're not large, and dry patches were accentuated. So not my favorite whatsoever. For drugstore, I still prefer the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I think that's a great one. So yeah, sorry about it, guys. I wish I could be the bearer of better news, but today is not that day. So yeah, leave me any comments down below how this worked for you, what you used to make it work if you have dry skin. Definitely leave any information you have down below for viewers who are kind of interested in others' opinions. So yeah, that would be a helpful tool for you guys who kind of want a little bit more. So that is available to you guys down there. Let me know if there are any other foundations, newer ones, that you want a review on or you think that I might like. And I'm talking drugstore. Let's do some drugstore ones. I feel like I do a lot of high-end makeup here and I kind of want to start switching it up. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to wash my face. I can't wait. And wear a face mask for like 16 hours. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. So today's tutorial is going to be on this eye look. It was really just the eyes because my foundation, I had filmed a foundation